everyone. Now, before the break, we learned how to create vision boards to help us manifest our goals and intentions for the new year. Now we are taking it one step further with tech to help us stick to those resolutions. And who's rounded it all up for us? Lisa Chang, of course. Thanks, Lisa. I love that we're doing this. Why did most people just give up on resolutions?
You know what? The big bad resolutions, right? And I think that so many of us struggle with keeping them for a few reasons. Number one, the goal could be too broad. We haven't gotten specific enough to keep up with that goal. Yeah. We have nobody keeping us accountable either, or we set our expectations way too high instead of just drilling it down and focusing on being consistent and moving towards the goal, as opposed to being A-type personality and needing to win.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is that we rely a lot on our tech. And what I want to do today is talk about how we can change the narrative. So instead of tech being the big bad wolf, instead it can actually work in our favor, keep us on track. So it doesn't need to be a distraction and move us toward manifesting our goals as we move into 2023.
I love that. Okay, so let's flip the switch and start looking at tech a little bit differently. How can we stay on track?
Okay, so the big thing here is the how. We need to know how to create our action items by knowing our why. Right. So I know you've talked so many times on the show about this, Tracy, is drilling down to finding out why it is that you're making the goals that you're making. We want to get beneath the surface and really know what's the purpose behind setting that goal. So again, there's lots of ways to use our tech. Yeah. So we move towards that.
So let's talk about the apps that are going to maybe hold us accountable.
For sure. Okay, so we have a ton of apps. You know, the saying goes, there's an app for everything.
Yeah.
But what I want to do, once again, is find the apps that are focusing on where goals were trending in 2022. So let's talk about that a little bit. There's 4 main pillars that people were really focused on. And coming out of the pandemic, it had everything to do with our health. Physically, mentally, we're all focused on our mental health right now. Spiritually, as well as emotionally. So there's lots of apps that are available to us that are accessible, that are free, that we can use each and every day. Now I want to get a little up close and personal and tell you some of the ones that I used in 2022 that I will be continuing to use in 2023.
Because you love them and they work.
Absolutely. So the first one is focused on my spiritual health. Moving into the year, I really wanted to focus on rest. I have a little thing around rest where I feel guilty when I'm resting.
Yep, you're not alone.
Right? Yep. And so what I wanted to do is really get around that. So I found an app called Abide. And what I love about this is it's a meditation app. So if you're new to meditation, it starts you in a meditation series that could be 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever the duration you want. And it will help you get in that zone. And you can see right here, it's got everything from storytelling to, once again, meditations on healing, meditations for protection, love, anywhere that you really want to focus on.
I love that.
Okay, another one. I don't know if you've heard of this app, but I am in love with this one. This is called the I Am Affirmations app.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, it's so good. So I don't know if you know this, Trace, but I've heard a stat that says you recycle 70% of your thoughts each and every day. And that's repeated from the day before, the day before that. 90% of those thoughts can be negative thoughts. So you want to really interrupt that coding. And that's what I love about this app, is it will randomly send you an affirmation all throughout the day. It'll go to your...
I choose calm over worry and faith over fear. Oh, I like that.
I have enough. I do enough. I am enough.
Sometimes it just takes that little reminder, like shake you out of whatever death spiral you were on in your mind, right?
Exactly. The next is Water Llama. So this is great for everybody in the family. This is an award-winning app that's going to remind you to drink your water.
Oh boy, and mind your business.
Exactly, right? And
I need that reminder.
Exactly. Now, you could also do some beverage challenges in this as well. If you want to reduce your caffeine intake, it'll do that.
So good.
Now, another one that I absolutely love, and this is for everyone's mental health, is the Althea Therapy app. Okay. So this was created by a Toronto-based BIPOC woman.
Nice.
Who created a directory of all types of therapists throughout the country. And if you are somebody that wants to get into therapy this year, you can align yourself with someone who understands your culture, your race, generational trauma, and it's available for every budget as well. So I highly recommend the Althea Althea Therapy app
Very
for
good.
everyone.
And I love that they'll do it at different budgets. Very good.
Definitely.
For physical health, what we should be looking at in terms of an app?
You know what? There's so many free ones out there. I have to really call out the Apple Fitness Plus app.
Yes, I use that one.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You can do any type of physical fitness and movement that you like, meditation as well. And in addition to that, of course, the new Apple Watch, loving it. It's a Series 8. It will test your temperature, so it'll keep you on top of your menstruation cycle, for example.
Yeah, your ovulation.
Absolutely. So it's really health focused and takes it up a notch from other series as well.
Love that. Okay, can we utilize our social media platforms?
This is a huge one.
Yeah.
Tracy, I want you to always think about your technology as you would relate it to nutrition. Technology can be fast food or it could be whole food. I want you to always look at your social media platforms, and always make sure that you're following the things that are moving you towards your goals. You're consuming messages that you love, that make you feel good. You're following the right people that will motivate you to get you there all the time.
Lisa, thank you. Great advice. Time